PJNet Live, 9 p.m. here on the East Coast, a special edition, RSS Boot Camp, and we will switch to, Studio 4 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to PJNet Live. We are in Studio 4 tonight, which is where I normally record the promo videos. But tonight we will be using it to bring you up to date on some of the things that are going on and what will be going on in the near future here at PJNet Live. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Tammy from Georgia, who set up the Twitter group that some of you are a part of, that has been a major force in bringing attention to some of the stuff out there on PJNet and building the brand up, and we will continue to use that. However, we can't add thousands of people to it, so we wanted to find a way that we can team up and act together as a team, so that we can build each other's post up and give it more platform, give it more attention. And a quick hello to everybody in the chat room. Gosh, Ben's here, Diane is here, Steve's here, Ken's here, Michael's here, Rachel's here. I feel like that little romper room woman, you know. Should I get my little magic mirror? And Rachel is here, Sunbelt, and Tammy from Georgia. Let's go first. Before we start into the RSS feed, I want to show you where things are at right now with the PJNet.tv website, because that is part of it. Many of you have been to PJNet.tv, and I want to call particular attention to PJNet TV on social media, because when you go there, you will find 3 columns, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, of all the social media posts that we have found that promote the PJNet.tv brand. And of course, in doing so, it promotes the people, the guests that are here. But most importantly, the overall purpose is to promote the gospel message and get it out there. Now, so we encourage you to use that page. But there's going to be some problems going forward. First of all, we're not always going to have just a few posts every day. There's going to be literally dozens, perhaps even hundreds of them. And this page cannot be loaded up with that many posts. It takes too long to load. It's even more profound on digital devices. I say mobile devices. So it's got some inherent limitations, and we'll come back and revisit this shortly. What we have found, and this has been studied for quite a while, and I want to give a shout out to Sunbelt Girl, who just blurted out RSS feed. This was literally years ago. The problem with continuously coming to the PJNet.tv website is exactly that. You have to keep coming back and back. And you may find when you get here, there's nothing new to post. Nothing new has been posted. So it's kind of a waste of time. And if it's a waste of time, it's just a matter of time before people quit doing that. So we have a solution, and it's in its infancy. We will be launching this more publicly later on, but I wanted to give our PJNet family a sneak peek, a little bit of an advanced view, because if this thing is going to move forward, it's going to start with the people that are in our chat room right now. And I assure you, there is enough power in our chat room right now to make this happen. Okay, so what I've done is I have pulled up my Chrome browser. That is not my favorite browser, but it may be yours. But I use Firefox. Now, I can tell you this. We have experimented with this on Edge and Internet Explorer. We specifically do not recommend it for Edge and Internet Explorer. So what I'm going to do right now is walk you through how to add an RSS Reader plugin into your browser. And we will probably eventually put a link on our website to go get it. But for now, I'm just going to open a new tab, and I'm just going to do a search. Jot this down. We've tried several, but I'm going to show you the one that we all there's a few of us that have experimented with this, and we're kind of happy with it, although all of them work. But if you simply put Feed Bro, okay, that's what it says. For Google Chrome, it'll take you to the website. If you look at, or not to the website, it'll do a search. Now you can download it directly from the Google Chrome store, but if you look at this second one, it'll take you to the Nodetics website. That's who wrote it, and there you can get the download for Chrome or for Firefox. So up here, the link is nodetics.com/feedbro. If somebody is following along. And by the way, folks, those of you that are out there, you can literally do this right now as we walk through it. It is incredibly simple. It takes about 30 seconds. So here we go. I have uninstalled it from my Chrome browser. So I'm going to visit the Chrome store to get it. And here we are. Feed Bro. Add to Chrome. Okay, here we go. You ready? Add extension. Yes, I do want to do that. FeedBro has been added to Chrome. Wasn't that difficult? Now up, I know you'll probably have to squint your eyes to see it, but up at the top right, there's this little orange RSS feed icon, which looks a lot, by the way, like a Wi-Fi. It's just tilted a different direction. So when you hover over it and click on it, you can open Feed Reader. Okay? Now, at the moment, since it was just installed, there's no RSS feeds that it's reading. So this button right here at the bottom says Add New Feed. So I'm going to click on it. The feed URL, well, guess what that is? pjnet.tv. And then you click to the right of it, it says Load. And it will literally reach out and discover the pjnet.tv RSS feed. Having done that, you simply click Save. Now you can see over to the left is the PJNet feed. Now an interesting thing, up here at the top right, a little 20 came up. That is FeedBro alerting me that there are 20 new articles in the RSS feed. Well, let's go find out what that is. Folks, this looks a whole lot like email. The default view will show you a headline, and then it will show you think of this as email. This is your subject line, this is your body. Now, what I like to do, there are some icons up at the upper right to change the view. The default icon is the first one. I'm going to select the second one because now I can see a whole bunch more. Okay? Can you add multiple feeds? I'm seeing in the chat room. Of course you can. You can literally load up hundreds of them and monitor all of them at the same time. Isn't that wonderful? Okay? I like this second view, the second icon, because what you can do is just to the right of the subject line, I can click and it'll expand and click again and collapse. So I can scan through here. We're trying to put the date on all of the headlines, okay, so that we don't. If you scroll back to something a year ago, well, that's we try to get the more contemporaneous ones up first. I didn't do that on this one that I added. Okay, here's what's kind of cool. Even though it doesn't say it in the headline, and it should, no, it says on Instagram. Folks, this is one of the nice things about an RSS feed. If you're not an Instagram user, you can ignore that. In fact, you can click over here and literally put it in the trash so it won't bother you again later, okay? But Doug Carter posted a shout out for Ashley Jones, and what we're going to do is click on the headline, and when we do, it's going to take you to the same very content that's in the social media tab, but instead of having dozens of things to pick through and sort through, it will narrow it down to just this one that you are interested in. Now, in this case, on Instagram, I could like it right now or comment on it or bookmark, upload. I don't know what that means, but what the best way, in my opinion, to engage in these is to click the Pile On button. Okay? And when you do, it's going to open up that post on that social media platform. Okay? From there, you can interact with it fully. I'm going to close this and I'm going to show you. Well, I'm using Chrome, so I'm not logged into any social media platform on Chrome. Folks, I also will call your attention to the download button. And this is a little bit more advanced, but folks, this is the holy grail. Okay, when you see that download button, that means that whatever video is featured in that post, you can actually download to your own computer. Okay, and I'm going to walk through the steps. You simply click on download, which I just did, and it didn't take me where I expected. Okay, I think I know why. I'll fix that. Okay, I'll show you it would work on the social media tab. We just implemented this, so kind of bear with us, folks. Okay, now what's really neat about, I'm trying to add it to Chrome, but it's getting this error. Could not move extension directory. If you have antivirus stuff, it's going to make it's going to resist any attempt to add a plugin. Okay, so yeah, you're going to have to tell your antivirus program you actually want that. What I'm going to do, with your permission, is first I'm going to point out. Notice, I know you can't see, maybe squint your eyes, but this is no longer blue; it's gray. That means I've already clicked on it, or I've already opened that email, so to speak. Okay, so it's real simple to go through here, and what I'm going to do, well, I'm going to open this in a browser that I am more familiar with to see if that error persists. And give me a second, please, because I have to size this thing up to fit what you're looking at. Okay, because it's not the whole screen on where I'm at. I've got a huge screen, so let me kind of get this sized up. Right about, that's one corner, and I'll bring the other corner down to here. I've already got FeedBro installed, so the little icon is right there, and I can say Open Feed Reader, and then I click on the, now these are all gray. I'm going to try what I just did earlier and try to download, but I don't think it's going to work because I haven't fixed it. So what I will show you is how to download media using the pjnet.tv website, which I will go to because it's important, folks, that we want to get as much stuff out there to pile on to. Okay, here is that same video that we were trying to download earlier, and I'm going to download it now, and it's going to, I don't think that works. Let me try this one. Okay, apparently it's not working on Instagram. But when you click on the download link, you can now go to a page we've set up where the stuff is. There's a download button right here. Okay, so I'm going to click that button, and it's going to say Save to pCloud or Direct Download. You would simply select Direct Download, and it will, like all things that you have downloaded on using your browser before, it will download it to whatever the folder is where your downloads are kept. So you need to know where that is. But at this point, if you go through those steps, you can open your download folder, which I'll bring over here, and there it is. And we have named these things pretty intelligently or intuitively. It's the date followed by a name, highlights. So you shouldn't have too much trouble finding it. At which point you could then create a social media post of your own. And I'll show you examples of that. Okay. Scrolling down. I think, well, we don't have enough of them on here to do this, but we encourage you to download the actual videos, and then having downloaded, put an organic post of your own out there so that we can then capture that, and from there we can we can add it to the RSS feed, which is also adding it to the On Social Media page. Confused yet? All right. Back to FeedBro. Okay. I see that they've turned gray because I've clicked on them. But what is nice about the RSS feed is it will automatically notify you up here in this little icon. It'll pop up with a little number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, however many new articles that it found. And this makes it possible for you all to engage with the PJNet brand as much or as little as you want. And when you get here, like this Ashley Jones, one of the things I don't like about the native Twitter feeds that you get, the only thing you can do from here is like it. So I encourage everybody to simply pile on, which will take you directly to that post, and now you can retweet it, you can comment on it, you can like it, you can bookmark it, you can do everything that you can do directly from Twitter, because that's exactly where you are. Folks, we need, if we are to literally get hundreds and hundreds or even thousands of posts out there, it's not going to be convenient for you to weed through it and catch up with everything. So I encourage everybody to add this RSS feed to your desktop browser. There are also mobile RSS feeds. We're experimenting with some. Hadn't found one I'm particularly in love with. But suffice it to say, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of them out there. I see we're kind of running low on time. I'm showing that we're 17 minutes after. We've got JD coming on shortly. But I wanted to kind of scan the chat a little bit. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask myself, Sunbelt Girl. We're all going to kind of help each other learn. But I can't overemphasize, this will make it possible for the entire world to find posts, but those of us that are engaged in promoting the brand and promoting one another, this makes it very easy for us to do that. And what's encouraging is you will find that as we build this, the individual tweets, such as this one, right now it has one retweet. Folks, if we had the RSS Reader installed in hundreds, if not thousands of browsers, you're going to see this number go up. And then once it gets a few retweets, it's likely to get a whole bunch more because of the retweets it's getting. Now, later on, we will be implementing how to get to what we call report a sighting. In other words, say that you downloaded the content and you made a tweet or a post on social media, you can then notify us by going to the pjnet.tv website that you have done so that we can get it added to the RSS feed, which will get it in front of the eyes of people in a way that's non-intrusive, but it is a way that puts them on notice, hey, there's new stuff on there to pile on. And that's kind of we're out of time. I would love to talk more about it, but we are, out of time. And for that reason, let me kind of switch back to the studio here. And just let you know, folks, I really appreciate what has happened thus far. And you all have done a great job of building the PJNet brand. But I can also assure you that if we are to go further, we have to let in more people. We have to find more people. We have to invite them and get them comfortable with what we are trying to do here. And what we are trying to do here is build the kingdom, to proclaim a gospel message. And we're going to have to build each other up, because each one of us is somewhat limited in our influence in social media. But if we act together, if we act as a team, we can go far beyond anything that would be possible by any one of us individually. So my time is up. I've got to make time and got to make room for JD, who's going to take us around the Cross W here in a few minutes. I know I went through that pretty fast. It didn't go exactly like I was hoping, but we'll be doing more. We're going to record some boot camp videos to help you. But for now, if as many of you that can install the RSS Reader in your browsers, we will do our best to notify you only of content that promotes the PJNet brand. We're not going to be just promoting we're not going to spam you to death with great posts that you should pile on. That's another RSS feed. Maybe we will do, maybe someone else will do. We'll find out. But in any event, thank you for your attention. I will be reading the chat, but I do encourage you to hit me up if you're having any problems. Let's get this down, folks. This is the way forward, and I look forward to every minute of it, because we're going to work together. Can't think of anything better than that. 2 questions before I leave you. Number 1, what is the boldest thing you've ever done for Jesus Christ? And number 2, when was that? Let's not ever be satisfied with either answer.